Creatures we thought were gone forever are suddenly appearing on camera. From skies to the oceans, secret woods to crowded lands, people have been capturing beings that should only exist in history books. And these sightings raise one chilling question. What if extinction isn't the end, but only the beginning? In Mayo, Ireland, a driver got the shock of his life when two prehistoric creatures suddenly appeared on the road. There were two massive dinosaurs. Both resembled triceratops emerging in his headlights. The creatures moved deliberately and silently, almost as if aware of him, crossing the road without causing chaos. The footage looked like a scene straight out of Jurassic World Dominion. Were these really dinosaurs that somehow managed to survive in all these decades and are now emerging? Or these dinosaurs might be the result of a secret cloning project, creatures that somehow escaped from a hidden research base. If prehistoric beings can wander freely today, the world we thought we knew is very different after this sighting. Forest predator. It seems like prehistoric beings aren't hiding anymore. In 2023, a trail camera deep inside a forest recorded a creature that looked exactly like a kongoraptor running between the trees. Around the same time, another sighting surfaced from the road near the forest, where a forest officer came across the creature from the past. All standing in the road, and before he could run, it lunged at him, and the video ended. The only thing the police found was this last footage on his phone. It was Velociraptor. How could these creatures end up in forests? One thing is sure, that these prehistoric beings are back, or they never left all the time, and were just hiding. Authorities must act quickly and investigate these one-in-a-million encounters before these so-called extinct predators hide again. Hidden Titan. What if prehistoric beings weren't all gone? A man filming deep in the Canadian wilderness might have found proof. In a rocky, remote area, his camera caught a small, fast-moving figure. Zooming in, he saw a tiny bipedal dinosaur, possibly a raptor, darting between rocks, clearly trying to stay hidden. This sighting suggests two chilling possibilities. Either some parts of the world are experiencing time anomalies, letting these creatures slip into our era, or a secret population has survived in deep, uncharted wilderness, completely out of human reach. Be careful where you step. Sometimes the smallest, fastest predators are the hardest to spot. Lost giant. Get ready to witness one of the biggest wildlife discoveries in history from the forest of Mauritius. A trail camera captured the bird. Its appearance made experts crazy. It looked exactly like a dodo bird, which has been considered extinct for centuries. Just days later, another trail camera in a nearby area recorded the same bird, confirming it was for sure a dodo bird. It means a species long thought lost to history may still survive. Quietly hidden in Mauritius's dense forests, perhaps extinction isn't always permanent, and some creatures manage to survive far longer than anyone imagined. Hidden predator. A discovery like this doesn't give the world time to breathe. A miniature species of brontosaurus, believed to have survived for millions of years, was reportedly found near Papua New Guinea by a local before anyone could even process what that meant. Another shock followed. In a remote valley, dinosaur-era cubs were seen. Their small bodies and long necks matched the same brontosaurus species scientists thought was impossible to find today. If both sightings are true, it means they were simply living in hidden pockets of Earth. And now that one tiny door has opened, We might be standing at the edge of even bigger forgotten species returning. Horse-human sighting. A Canadian forester recorded something unbelievable in the woods. At first glance, it looked like a horse grazing near the trees, but when he zoomed in, the sight turned bizarre. The horse seemed to have a woman's body where its neck and head should have been. The video quickly spread online, with many calling it proof of a real centaur, half human, half horse. Others believe it's just an illusion caused by lighting or someone walking beside the animal. Still, the footage feels too real to ignore. Maybe some myths were never myths after all. Legendary ride. A couple was driving down a quiet road when they spotted something unbelievable. A massive dinosaur on the back of a tow truck. It looked just like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Huge, strapped down, and with a muzzle over its jaws, authorities quickly claimed it was just a museum model. But the size and detail make that hard to believe. People didn't buy this stance. To them, these creatures are being kept in secret facilities by authorities. If that's true, it means the history we were told might not be the whole story.
Tenemos mucho tráfico porque tenemos un dinosaurio enfrente.
Hidden dragon. In 2024, a tourist exploring a dense forest stumbled upon a sight far beyond what he expected. He noticed giant bat-like wings in the distance and quickly zoomed in with his camera, thinking it was just a massive bat. But the footage revealed something impossible. It was a dragon, silently scanning the area for prey. Shocked, he managed to capture only a few seconds before realizing the threat. Even today, some myths refuse to stay in stories. They still roam untouched lands. All we need is to discover the hidden parts where they rule. Lost tiger. We were told they were extinct, but this old footage proves the beast is still alive, and someone is holding it captive. It was none other than our own saber-tooth tiger, pacing inside a steel cage. This ancient predator, known for its long, curved fangs, was breathing and moving as if it never vanished from Earth. It seemed like this creature was either cloned through secret experiments or had survived for centuries, hidden from the world. Whatever the truth is, one thing is clear. Extinction might just be an illusion, and these prehistoric beasts could already be among us again, hidden by authorities. Deep giant. An underwater camera on a Pacific oil rig captured a sight that stunned the crew. The live feed showed a massive shadow gliding through the deep, its shape unlike anything seen before. It moved with power and grace, almost like a mosasaur. The giant sea predator believed extinct for millions of years. The creature passed silently, as if claiming the waters as its own. No one on the rig knew where it had come from or how long it had been hiding in the depths. The footage cut before anyone could get a full view, but the impact was undeniable. The footage ended quickly, leaving a haunting reminder. Maybe these ancient legends were never gone. Jungle watcher. A local guide exploring the Amazon jungle in Peru didn't realize he was being watched at a cave entrance. There, a creepy creature with strong hind legs, a long tail, and a snout like a wild dog was resting. Locals call it the chupacabra, a humanoid kangaroo that has haunted these forests for centuries. Tribes say it can mimic voices to trick hunters and lure them deep into the jungle. Locals have also seen packs of these beings guarding hidden river valleys and ancient ruins. Watching this footage, it's hard not to wonder if the jungle's legends are more real than anyone imagined. Fossil awakening. No one enters the no-go area of that forest, but a tourist in Capulalpam de Mendes, Mexico did. He walked deeper than he should have, expecting nothing more than trees and quiet trails. Then he saw it, a huge shape rising behind the rocks. A dinosaur. The long jaw and heavy body looked exactly like the baryonyx from Jurassic World. For a moment, he thought he stepped into a movie scene, but this was real, and it went away. Authorities closed the place immediately. The area was under authorities, and it was crystal clear they were experimenting, bringing creatures back from fossils. Whatever the plan was, the secret slipped out. Vanished wonder. A camper in Central Africa was filming when he spotted a bird flying nearby. At first, he thought it was ordinary, but as he focused, he realized this was no normal bird. Its wingspan, body, and movement were more like a dinosaur than anything he had seen. Experts who examined the footage confirmed it was a kongamato, the legendary flying predator. The creature soared freely, as if the forest belonged to it, and the camper had unknowingly wandered into its territory. This video is now being called one of the greatest wildlife discoveries. Authorities are searching the area, trying to learn more about this predator. Silent survivor. Some discoveries appear once, then vanish for decades. Back in 1943, a German officer claimed he filmed a living mammoth in the icy lands of Siberia. The creature was never seen again, and the footage became a quiet rumor buried in history. But then another shocking clip surfaced. This time, from the far eastern edge of Siberia, the Chukotka Autonomous Okrug. A Russian government engineer recorded a massive, fur-covered animal moving through a freezing river during the summer of 2011. Its size, its shape, even the way it walked, everything matched the long-lost mammoth. Two sightings, nearly 70 years apart, both from the most isolated corners of Siberia. It's hard to call that a coincidence. Siberia's unexplored regions are home to mammoths for sure. Mythic beast. The Amazon is full of surprises, and this time, wildlife experts came face to face with a creature thought to have vanished millions of years ago. Their cameras captured a massive serpentine beast slithering along a mountainside. Its enormous size points to the titanoboa, the giant snake that ruled after the dinosaurs, measuring up to 42 feet long. This sighting proves that the most remote corners of the Amazon still hide prehistoric life. For anyone venturing into these jungles, it's clear you're not just exploring a forest. You're stepping into a lost world where some of Earth's most terrifying megafauna may still survive. Underwater encounter. During a deep-sea mission near Greenland, a submarine crew filmed something that shocked even the scientists on board. The cameras captured a pale, human-like figure brushing its hand against the submarine window before disappearing into the dark water. Dr. Paul Robertson, a former NOAA biologist, later confirmed that the remains found in South Africa matched this same species.
Dr. Robertson, is this the creature that you found in South Africa?
The body recovered was incomplete, but based on the remains that were taken from us, it looks like the same species.
Soon after, the government banned all new oil explorations in the area, claiming it was to protect marine life. But those who saw the footage believe the truth was far more serious. They had just filmed a new, intelligent life hiding in the depths. Giant mystery eel. In a remote part of the Amazon, villagers were shocked when they came across what appeared to be the biggest eel ever recorded, lying motionless along the riverbank. The massive creature stretched across the rocks, its thick body covered in striking, leopard-like patterns. From head to tail, it looked unlike any eel typically seen in South American waters. Based on its size, the creature could have reached well over several meters, far beyond the known limits of freshwater eels. This enormous eel has sparked worldwide curiosity, become one of the most mysterious finds in recent years. Ancient sea beasts. A scuba diver went deep into the ocean, hoping to film sharks, but something enormous swam right behind him. It wasn't a shark. It looked like a creature from the dinosaur age. Not just one, but two of these massive beings passed by. After the video went viral, another diver shared his own close encounter with a similar creature deep underwater. Even people on boats reported seeing similar dark, mysterious creatures moving close to them. Maybe these ancient creatures are still out there, moving through the wide parts of the ocean we haven't reached yet, and we've only explored around 5% so far. Prehistoric echo. People in Beccles, UK, couldn't believe their eyes when they spotted a massive dinosaur lying beside the pool. For a brief moment, it looked like a real baryonyx had crawled straight out of prehistoric times. People excitedly started recording the video. The twist came when a worker stepped forward to explain. It was just a display model for an upcoming event. Still, for a few heart-stopping minutes, the illusion was perfect, and everyone got a taste of what it might feel like to encounter a dinosaur in real life. Strange hybrid. In Iraq, a tourist captured a group of strange puppies roaming a desert, their faces oddly lion-like, while the rest of their bodies looked like dogs. Many thought it was a new crossbreed, maybe a lion-dog hybrid. Looking closer, experts examined the footage. The pups were real, but there was no lion involved. They were mastiffs with a rare deformity, likely caused by illness or a tumor, giving them a startling, almost mythical appearance. Even if not a crossbreed, the video reminds us how easily nature can trick our eyes, and how a simple dog can seem like something out of legend. Eel-like shark. In the deep waters off Japan in 2007, a rare and ancient predator surfaced, literally. A fisherman spotted a long, eel-like shark unlike anything he had ever seen. Its body slithered like a serpent, and its mouth was filled with dozens of needle-sharp teeth. This was a frilled shark, a species that has barely changed in 80 million years, and rarely comes near the surface. The 1.6-meter female was taken to a marine park for observation, but she didn't survive long. Frilled sharks can now be seen on display at Enoshima Aquarium, giving people a rare glimpse of these prehistoric hunters that usually haunt the ocean's darkest depths. Mysterious bird. A man was walking past a house when he noticed a strange bird. The bird seemed to be on high alert, stretching its neck and looking around as if defending its territory. At first glance, it looked familiar, but on closer look, it seemed like a hybrid between an agami heron and a great blue heron. Its colors and size were remarkable, making it a stunning sight for anyone who came across it. For a brief moment, the man felt lucky to witness such a rare blend of nature's beauty, something most people might never see in their lifetime. Ancient return. You may have pet birds, but none of you have ever pet this legend. A man visited his friend's house and freaked out to see a massive bird-like creature. It was sitting calmly in the room, and his friend was petting it as if it were normal. At first, he thought it was just a giant bird species, but soon he realized the truth. It was a griffin, the ancient beast from old stories. How the griffin ended up as a pet, and how it stayed hidden from the authorities, is still not clear. Just when this video went viral, another popped up, and this time Griffin was flying over Yerevan, Armenia. After that, it was never seen again. After these sightings, one thing is evident: ancient creatures don't exist in text anymore. Forgotten species. A strange terror unfolded when a wildlife photographer was shooting inside a forest. At first, he thought he saw normal bats in the tree canopy, but as he lifted his camera, he was stunned. These were not regular bats. They were huge, sitting on the branches like winged beasts. Soon, all of them opened their wings and lunged toward him, forcing him to run for his life. He somehow escaped, but the fear didn't end there. Locals quickly identified it as kamazots, the ancient bat-like being from old Mayan stories. They now believe these beings have returned, bringing darkness and misfortune with them. The whole town is living in fear, waiting for whatever comes next. secret rebirth. Construction workers never expected their normal digging to uncover a secret from ancient times. At first, it looked like a rare animal fossil, but experts confirmed something far more shocking. It was the horn of a unicorn. Right after this discovery, people from different parts of the world recorded the same impossible sight. Graceful, glowing unicorns moving through abandoned forest paths. The timing was too perfect to ignore. It felt like the horn wasn't just a fossil. It was a magical anchor. Once it was removed, the spell hiding these creatures finally broke. When something is buried, it's usually for a reason. And now that the unicorn's horn is free, it seems the world's old legends are starting to wake up again. Phantom wings. A man exploring a remote, hidden corner of China got a once-in-a-lifetime view. The legendary white phoenix. His camera captured several massive snow-white birds gliding through the mist. Their movements were so graceful, it was hard to believe they were real. Locals call them fenghuang, or Chinese phoenix, creatures of myth known for their purity and power. Seeing more than one together hints they might be guarding the mountains. Well, locals are happy after this sighting because to them their presence signals good fortune for China. Winged beast. A video of a barn is going viral for all the wrong reasons. A horse-like animal with enormous wings was seen pacing near the barn. The footage sparked countless theories. Was it a hybrid of bird and horse, or a rare glimpse of a creature thought to exist only in legend? The site has revived stories of winged horses like Pegasus, long celebrated in myths across cultures. Whether this is an unidentified animal or proof of something extraordinary, the choice of what to believe is yours. Horned serpent. A video surfaced that left everyone stunned. It showed a strange creature gliding along the edge of a mountain, its long serpentine body moving like a snake. The strangest part was that its body resembled a dragon, but without wings. Things didn't stop here. On its head sat a single horn, almost like a unicorn. People freak out after watching this video. Some claimed it was a guardian, watching over the mountain for centuries, while to few citizens it was a cursed serpent, doomed to wander the peaks forever. Whether protector or punishment, the footage proved one thing. Mythical beings aren't just stories. They might be hiding in the places we least expect. Fiery shape. A local in a small town looked up at the night sky and saw something impossible, a glowing shape hovering above. At first, he thought it was just a strange light, but then it moved, spreading fiery wings like a massive bird made of flame. The creature flew across the darkness with fierce speed, its whole body blazing like molten fire. It looked like a phoenix, or a fire dragon, from ancient myths. But just as suddenly as it appeared, it vanished into the air, as if it had flown into a hidden portal. After this sighting, it is assumed that our skies don't only belong to stars. Sky serpent. This man was left speechless after recording what seemed to be a creature straight out of myth. Above him, a massive dragon soared across the sky, its long, snake-like body twisting through the air with incredible grace. The sunlight reflected off its scales as it glided toward a bright cloud. Then, in an instant, it vanished inside it, as if it had never been there at all. A similar sighting was reported in Dusan, Haiphong, Vietnam, in 2024, where witnesses claimed to see a dragon flying before disappearing. When the video of the incidents went viral, people across the world claimed these beings aren't of our world, but celestial creatures passing through hidden portals. Maybe these ancient beings still guard our world, watching us from the heavens, only revealing themselves when the veil between worlds briefly opens. Hairless creature.
A woman in Texas says she's found the legendary chupacabra and has the evidence to prove it.
A man from Picayune, Missouri, shared an unusual video on social media that quickly grabbed attention. The footage showed a thin, hairless creature with oversized ears and a long tail, wandering in broad daylight. It sniffed the ground carefully and glanced at the camera, almost as if it knew it was being watched. Interestingly, just a few days earlier in Texas, a woman claimed her husband had caught a similar creature. It had a hairless back, large claws, and sharp teeth, matching some descriptions of the legendary chupacabra. Biologists were skeptical, saying it was likely a small dog with mange. But the mysterious sightings have left locals wondering if these unusual creatures are really on the move. Mysterious deep-sea discovery. In August 2010, a group of divers exploring Japan's Sagami Bay captured something they never expected. Deep underwater, their camera recorded a strange, lifeless figure resting near the ocean floor. It had a wide mouth, pale white eyes, and an unrecognizable body that didn't match any known sea creature. The divers watched in silence, unsure if it was lifeless or simply waiting. Later, a marine researcher shared another similar clip taken from deeper waters, claiming the figure resembled the legendary Ningen, a mysterious creature said to live in icy oceans. Or maybe it's a new deep-sea species. Maybe the deep sea is still hiding creatures humans were never meant to find. Big fin squid. A strange underwater video from the Gulf of Mexico captured footage of a creature that stunned scientists. Near the Perdido drilling site, a massive squid-like creature was floating quietly above the seafloor. Its arms were bent at odd angles and stretched like long strings, while its wide fins moved like giant ears. Scientists later confirmed it was a magna pinna, or big fin squid, one of the rarest creatures ever seen. They believe it drags its long arms along the seabed to feed. It was like staring at a living secret, one that the ocean had hidden for far too long. Rare jellyfish. Our world is full of strange things hiding in plain sight, and sometimes they appear where we least expect them, like off an oil rig in the cold waters near the UK. In November 2013, an ROV camera sent footage to oil industry offices showing a massive, floating figure moving slowly through the deep. Its long, undulating body and translucent shape made it look like a sea monster from another world. Experts claimed the creature was Deepsteria enigmatica, a rare deep-sea jellyfish. Its unusual size and shape can seem frightening in the black depths, but it is completely harmless. Even knowing this, seeing it move so close to human activity left a reminder: some parts of our oceans remain completely unknown. Mystery monster. A farmer got the shock of his life when he saw a massive creature roaming his fields. It had a long, muscular body, strong legs, and a tail almost as long as the rest of it. Moving slowly and deliberately, it disappeared toward the nearby forest. The farmer called it a mystery monster, wondering if it might be a Komodo dragon far from its usual home. Word of the sighting spread fast, and soon his fields were filled with curious locals hoping for a glimpse of the strange animal. The mystery of what it really was had everyone talking, and no one could say for sure. Hybrid creature. Beneath an abandoned bridge, an explorer stumbled upon a bizarre creature. Its upper body resembled a rat, its feet looked like a bat's, and its skin was striped like a zebra. The odd mix gave it the appearance of a failed lab experiment, one that was likely abandoned after scientists couldn't control the results. Signs around the bridge hinted that the experiment had been left there for a long time, and the creature seemed weak and disoriented, as if it had survived against the odds. The discovery raised questions about the experiment and what other unnatural creations might have been left behind. Goblin-like creature. Till now, you've only heard stories of goblins in the misty highlands of Nicaragua, but a farmer came face to face with a similar one in his fields. The creature was small, hairless, and strangely human-like, yet eerier than any person he had seen. That very day, nearby livestock had vanished without a trace, and this video has many believe this goblin-like creature might be behind the strange disappearances. Perhaps the highlands are still home to creatures humans rarely see, but the farmer got a glimpse, and now the legends feel all too real. Loch Ness monster. A tourist filming near a quiet Scottish lake captured a huge, dark shape gliding under the water. A massive fin rose above the surface. It looked exactly like the legendary Loch Ness monster. How a creature that seems made for the deep ocean ended up in a freshwater lake is still unknown. Seems like it's a dragon once trapped by an ancient saint, or it's something that has survived for centuries. Locals claim it's still there, waiting beneath the waters. Risked kiwi. On a remote mountainside, a traveler came across something no one expected to be there. A kiwi, one of New Zealand's most endangered birds. This species hasn't been seen in that area for years, making the sighting even more incredible. Because of predators, shrinking habitats, and years of decline, locals believe the kiwi was completely gone from this part of the mountains, yet here it was, alive and wandering in the wild. This rare encounter gives hope that more kiwis might still be hiding in untouched places. Miniature horse. A farmer in his fields spotted a mysterious animal walking around his farm. It was no bigger than a house cat, but looked surprisingly like a miniature horse. At first it seemed impossible, but the truth is much simpler. It was a mangy fox. These foxes suffer from sarcoptic mange, a skin infection caused by mites that leads to intense itching, irritation, and hair loss. The missing hair along its spine and tail gives it that strange horse-like appearance, making an ordinary fox look like something out of a fairy tale. Tasmanian tiger. For decades, the Tasmanian tiger, also known as the thylacine, has been at the center of one of the world's biggest wildlife mysteries. Officially, the last confirmed thylacine passed away in 1936 at the Beaumaris Zoo in Tasmania, ending the existence of a species once hunted heavily and pushed out of its habitat. It was later declared extinct in 1982. But the story didn't end there. In the years since, hikers, farmers, and drivers traveling through Tasmania's wilderness have repeatedly claimed to spot a striped, dog-like creature slipping through the trees. None of these sightings have ever been confirmed, leaving only questions. Could the Tasmanian tiger still be alive somewhere in the wild, or has it truly vanished forever?